Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. Hello, hola, bonjour, hey y'all. My name is Merc. Welcome back to Narc Alert Reacts. Rio isn't joining us today. He might, but he might not. We don't know. To be honest, he peeked in on the Rage stream last night, and I saw him walking away, rolling his pretty blue eyes, tail in the air, and he left. So I don't know if he has a lot to contribute to this reaction today, but AMBERLYNN did upload yesterday. Of course, it was Weigh-In Wednesday. And although she last Wednesday gained some, so she informed us that she wasn't sure if Weigh-In Wednesday was going to be a thing anymore. But this week, the vlog is called What My Crush Thinks of My Size. And the most shocking weigh-in yet. So what do you think? Is she going to tell us that she's lost 15 pounds? Gosh, we have no idea. That is such a mysterious title. I wonder whatever could she mean by that. Amber, what do you got to say today? So Rio has joined us, but apparently in protest. He's going to sit with his back to the screen. He's kind of had it.
Hello. It is your favorite dainty 500-pound girly pop, and welcome to my new weigh-in video. You guys are about to be shook. So today is February 14th, Wednesday, Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Bambi.
Wearing some pink earrings. That is why we have a heart here. So I was debating between these earrings.
Now, last time she did this stupid looking, like, is there anything sillier than these fake beauty marks, Amber? Come on. And last time she did this, she did it to cover up a great big zit. She'll deny it, but we all saw the zit under the mark, which I can't imagine that's great for zit healing. Plastering more crap on it. I don't think she's covering up a zit. I think she's just really feeling herself. And as we know, she's in love.
Pink earrings. That is why we have a heart here. So I was debating between these earrings or actually my Barbie earrings, but I don't know. I chose these. So anyways, happy freaking Valentine's Day. I hope that you guys are having an amazing...
Those are some of the ugliest earrings I've seen on... I mean, to be fair, Amber probably owns more ugly earrings than maybe any human on the planet. But those ones, those are particularly ugly, Amber.
Today, I personally am. So I want to start off this video by saying I'm sorry there was no what I ate today on Friday.
Yes, what happened?
I just thought it would have been the most pointless video in the whole world. It probably would have been 1 minute long. And you will...
Okay, well, Amber, I gotta be honest, in my opinion, what I ate in a day are kind of the most pointless videos ever anyway. You don't eat anything interesting. You don't know anything about the food. It's not like what I ate in a day and then show yourself going out to a unique market. Oh, look, here's a fruit I've never tried before. Like that. That's the kind of thing I would think would be interesting in a what eating video. But watching you microwave ramen, see, even Rio's wiping his bum to that.
We'll find out why later on in this video, why I actually did not upload one. But I will say right now that I am sorry for not being more communicative. Is that a word? I'm just sorry for not letting you guys know hey, there's not going to be a video on Friday. I will try to get better at that. So
you don't try to get better at that, Amber. You make a post on your community tab. It takes literally less than 1 minute. Literally less than a minute of your time. You don't have to try. If I may be a little Yoda about it, there's no such thing as trying. Just effing do it. Make a post. Sorry, guys, no upload today. That's all it takes. You don't need a big excuse. People just want you to communicate.
Before we get to my weigh-in and what I've been doing this week, etc., we're going to answer the 3 questions that you guys asked me. So the first question is, what diet has made you feel the best physically? I was only a vegan.
How many times has she answered this question? I think the answer changes every time, but I think it's usually what is it? Feeding window? No, intermittent fasting. I don't know. Who knows? What is she going to say today?
Vegan for probably less than a week, maybe 7 days. So maybe a week. I don't know. It was
Maybe
somewhere
a
around
day,
there. It was
Amber.
not long at all, but I just remember feeling literally physically the best. I was lighter on my feet. I literally felt like a feather just floating through.
You're literally an idiot. First of all, you weren't vegan even for a week. You weren't vegan for even a week. And you know what? Pork stays in your digestive system for a really long time. It's hard to digest. So within a week, you might have even still had some traces of your previous diet still floating around, working its way through. So to get the effects of being a vegan, you have to be vegan for more than 4 bloody days, Amber. Goodness. Hang on, I see the Rio has moved, so we must accommodate the king.
The world. Like it made me feel really, really good, but I wasn't eating the healthiest. Like my first meals in the day were super healthy. I was eating like carrots.
So she was vegan, which made her feel light as a feather, you guys, in 4 days, in 5 days, light as a literal feather. But she wasn't really eating healthy when she was vegan. So what is it, Amber?
After work, I would go home because this was
This
years
makes
ago. This is
sense.
when I was actually a PCA worker. I would go home and I would have tons of white rice and beans and Fritos because Fritos are vegan.
I think you were more a PCA observer. Maybe a PCA, when you sit in a class, like auditing the class. What I'm trying to say is, Amber, you didn't work very hard.
And then I would like literally binge on Oreos. But I think something about taking out all of the animal products just made me feel better. But I am not a vegan girly pop. It's never gonna happen.
So binging on Oreos every night when you were a vegan, but made you feel light as a feather. You're so full of shit. Your eyes are brown, Amber.
But regardless, it made me feel physically the best. So the second question is, how do you feel about the success of Tammy Slayton?
I think
So I
they're
really
green.
wanted to choose this question
Whatever.
because I feel like people compare us a lot. That's kind of just something that happens on the internet. Like all fat girls get compared.
No.
And that's
No. Just no. I've never heard anybody compare you to Hungry Fat Chick, whose last video was so exceptionally sad. God bless that girl. She's really struggled. But you know what the difference is? She's likable. You are not likable. You get compared to Tammy simply because Tammy is doing what you need to do, but you refuse to do. Everybody thought Tammy was a complete, utter, lost case. Nobody thought Tammy was actually ever going to lose the weight. And then she got her shit together. She went into inpatient rehab for a long time and is finally a success. So the reason people compare you, Amber, to her is because, sadly, for some reason, humans being eternally hopeful think that if you followed Tammy's steps, you might have the same kind of success that she's having now. That's why people compare you specifically to Tammy, not just because you're both big girls. Stop.
fine.
God,
I
you're so
get it.
stupid.
But what I feel about her success is happiness. I
She doesn't understand nuance in anything. God, she's like surface level. You're so shallow, Amber.
feel inspired. She motivates me. Just it's not even just success within
How is
like
she
her
motivating
weight.
you?
It's just like success within like who she is as a person. Like I've always liked Tammy. Years and years and years ago, you might have heard,
voice.
troll in, throw like a shade here and there, but it was never like true, authentic how I felt about her. I've always liked Amy. I've always liked Tammy.
So now she's trying to say in the past when she talked shit about them, it wasn't true. She really loves them and they're inspiring to her. And how they inspire her, I have no idea. Because nothing has changed in her life. You know why Tammy's an inspiration? You know why Tammy is actually succeeding, Amber? Because she gave up control and admitted she wasn't always right. And she gave control to the center and went into inpatient. And that's why she's having success. That's the key. You got to turn the key, Amber. I know you think it's, God, she's just got so much willpower now. No. You You can't white knuckle your way out at 500 pounds, Amber.
When I see someone, regardless of who it is, when I see them lose hundreds of pounds, when I see people improve themselves in any sort of way, when I see just success in any way, like I'm genuinely happy for the person. It's just
Well,
like seeing Tammy
let's hope
grow
so.
and improve in like every single way while also going through the death of her.
You know, other people's success does not impact your success. Someone else being wildly successful doesn't mean you can't be. There's no reason to not absolutely rejoice in other people's success. Absolutely.
Her husband, like it just is very
It's
empowering,
not
and I am
special, Amber.
just
We all feel
in
that way.
so much support of her. It's insane. A lot of people think that I'm like jealous of her. No, I'm looking at what she's
Well,
doing and I'm like, damn, I can do that too.
you can't. She couldn't. She went to inpatient, Amber. Do you not see this as the defining difference? There's a single defining difference here. It's not because she had surgery. It's because she went into inpatient. Amber, inpatient. Amber, did you not hear us? Inpatient. It's the only thing left that's going to work for you.
She is showing that if she can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
go
so
to
the third
inpatient.
question is, what does your Valentine / crush think of your size? So it seems like
Okay, she wrote that question because nobody else wrote right. Valentine / crush. No one would write that. That is a complete Amberlynnism. A slipped slashed disc, whatever the hell it was. Slipped. I don't remember what her damn disc. That's how she speaks. That's Amber speak anyway.
every
Valentine
single time
/
I'm in a
crush.
relationship, this question is like always a question.
Well, you wouldn't even write it that way. You'd think, what is your new girl? What does your Valentine think of your weight? Not what is your Valentine / crush. She wrote this.
That is asked, which I get it. I understand because it's a thought that I actually have internally, subconsciously, consciously. I'm aware of the thought. Sometimes I'm not aware of the thought. It's a thought that is always there. So I can understand why other people also think it. But I can safely say in every relationship that I have ever been in,
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. As somebody who was always considered kind of a thin person, I'm not I'm not skinty, but you know, I've always been kind of small. As a woman, I don't know about the rest of you, but no matter how thin I was, when I was with somebody, I was always concerned about my body and what they thought of my body and my weight. I think that's a pretty human condition. If it's not, I stand corrected. I'm the only one that's ever had that insecurity, but I think it's probably a pretty universal condition. Now, clearly, it's exasperated when you weigh a quarter ton. But yeah, it's not a
their
surprise.
answers are always the exact same. It's very, I don't see you for your size. I think you are beautiful. You have an amazing personality. And that's exactly what my Valentine said this year. She says that she doesn't see me for my size. I'm beautiful. We always have really good conversation, like no matter what we're talking about. She
Legos.
thinks I'm funny.
You talk about Legos a lot. You told us that Lego is a big part of your conversation because you're so deeply passionate about it. Here's the other thing I'm going to say. When you're starting out a relationship, what do you think they're going to say? You're going to ask them, is my size an issue for you? What do you think they're going to say? Yeah, Amber, actually, you're fucking huge. This is a problem. I want to travel. Are you going to be able to go to the Amazon with me? Can you jump on a plane? I'd love to take you to Bora Bora. No, nobody's going to say that, Amber. They're going to tell you, no, you're beautiful. I love you. Your soul is so special. You know.
Like she finds me physically attractive. Just my size isn't something that she sees. And trust me, I get it. It's a weird thing because it's like, how do you not see my size? Like it's confusing to me. And it's always the same answer from every partner I've been with. I almost want to say maybe to an extent.
But you
I
know what, Amber?
understand because
I don't know because I don't think I have any hugely overweight friends, to be honest. But I've certainly worked with people. I've met people that are overweight. And you know what? It's true. I don't give a crap about their waistline. I care about their personality and who they are. And I think that most of us are like that. Most of us, because we all know that humans aren't perfect, despite this perfection that you're always reaching for. Humans aren't perfect. We all have our flaws. We all make mistakes. And most of us tend to be forgiving because we know we're not also perfect, right? But Amber, you're
It's
special.
like when I'm in a relationship with someone, I don't see their flaws. I don't see them for their flaw. I don't stop loving them for their flaw or whatever it may be, or something that they're super insecure about. So it's like maybe in the same way, that's the way they view me, is like, I don't see you for that flaw. I don't see you for.
Well, okay, don't see you like you don't. If I was in, like, if you're in a relationship with someone like Amberlynn Reed and you've already made that leap that you're going to accept her size. So of course you're not going to define her by her size because you've chosen to accept that about them. But I will say in a relationship, especially a new one, you better be the hell aware of their flaws. That stuff might come back and bite you in the ass. It's not always weight. It could be other things. Like, oh, she seems to, oh, this one, I like this one, but this one seems to drink a little more than I like, but that's okay. It's just a flaw, and I don't see her as her flaw. You got to be careful, Amber. Nobody's perfect. And even when you're infatuated, you got to understand what you're getting into. God.
That thing that you're insecure about. I don't know, but regardless, my Valentine says that I'm beautiful
She's
inside
beautiful.
and out.
She's
and
special, intelligent,
makes me really
so
happy.
funny.
I think genuinely there are just really amazing people out there who aren't shallow and that do see people beyond their weight and their size, etc., etc. But since
you know what's funny is I think that she's not one of those people. I think that the only reason she doesn't judge people harsher is because of the body that she's in. But I would even throw it out there as a speculation that if she was a thin girl who didn't have a weight issue, that she would be judgmental as hell. Because you kind of feel it from her now. She's even said, remember that story time she said about seeing that other heavy girl in a restaurant? And she was in the restaurant. She's looking at the other heavy girl, and she was judging her, even though she was bigger than the girl she was judging. So you know it's inherently in her to judge people like that.
My own worst enemy. Sometimes it's hard to believe that, but I have to believe it because I have been in multiple relationships where people really do prove to me, like, I don't see you for your weight.
That's
I
not
see
untrue.
you for so much more than that. Okay, girly pops, it is time for my weigh-in.
Stop.
So last week I was 515.0, and that was after spending time with some friends.
As you know, we do watch this in the Discord usually not always, but often before I react. So I have seen this, so I know what the big revelation is. But I will say, before I knew the revelation, my guess was 499. She's going to tell us 499.
I came down for like 5 to 6 days, and I ate more than usual.
Like, she's too happy about this for it to, like, she says it's shocking. So it's either going to be a big loss or a big gain. And I don't think if it was a shocking gain, I don't think we'd be getting a weigh-in Wednesday. She already said last week she wasn't sure. She wasn't sure. I think the weigh-in Wednesdays are dependent on whether she lost or gained.
Walked more than usual, which I swell a lot when I walk a lot, especially like when I'm in a car a lot, which I was doing that as well. I was also drinking my calories. Like, it was just a lot of different things, and I gained some weight. So last week, 515.0, and today, here's my weigh-in. It is Valentine's Day, February 14th.
Here's your weigh-in.
So happy Valentine's Day. So I got a little sneak peek.
It's a big one. We need the series
yesterday, and y'all are about to be shocked.
Shocking.
So I hope you're ready for it.
We're ready. We're ready. We got the ceiling.
It's ready.
It's ready, Amber.
Okay, stepping on.
Stepping on. She's stepping on, you guys.
501.2 pounds.
Oh my, 501.2. Oh, and the haters are going to say that is not real. And I am so excited to know that it is. What? Okay.
What?
I'm super confused.
We don't care about the numbers. She's admitted she lies about it. She probably lost some weight. That's great. Good for you, Amber. The problem is, can you lose that much weight every single week for the next year? Because that's the only way it makes a difference. I mean, congratulations. That is good. If that's true, that's great. But again, it means nothing until you do it again and again and again and again and again. You're still a quarter ton, Amber. 501. She's going to be doing a happy dance here. This is a woman. Let's watch this next scene uninterrupted and watch this woman and how excited she is that she weighs a quarter of a ton.
Like, what is happening? Let me explain. Not only is my mental health right now at the peak that it's been in a very long time.
Because she's infatuated. This woman has no coping skills. Amber, you're not at the peak because you've been living alone and doing work. You've moved to a new state. You've got no general practitioner. You've got no doctor. You haven't returned to therapy. You're not on any medications. And you just a week ago were crying about how depressed you were and lonely and sad. And now you're completely revitalized because some fucking girl bought you Valentine's. Girl, go to inpatient.
I feel happy. I feel hopeful. I feel
Because of a girl.
motivated.
Because of a
And
girl.
I said, you know what? I'm going to get my shit together. Like,
Because
I
of a
need to get my
girl.
shit together.
This whole thing is so much like the beginning of Wifey. It's unbelievable, okay? First, she started at the last video by saying, you guys, we are not in a relationship, so settle down. That's exactly what she did at the beginning of Wifey, even going so far to say Wifey and her broke up and that was a new local girl trying to throw the... because she doxed Wifey. Well, guess what? Everybody is talking about this one. I'm not going to say her name, but apparently she's this woman who's been public about being AMBERLYNN's friend before. And in one of these videos, she commented, it's not me, because people are speculating that it's her. This woman that she's been friends with for a few months that was in a relationship. So before she came forward and said, no, I'm not business call, I'm in a relationship. But this woman is now single. So everybody's speculating it's this woman.
So I went back to something that is what works for me.
So it's a brand new woman. So what she's going to do is convince this woman that this time, listen, I've got my shit together now. You are such an inspiration to me, and I've never been supported like this before.
Eating about once or twice a day.
Yeah, sure.
So I know that's like, whoa, that's crazy. But I feel good when I do that. Every time I ate, though, it was a takeout meal. So
it's not crazy. It's actually not that healthy. I do it too. Tops eat 2 meals a day. It's not great. The time that I did lose weight the most is when I saw a nutritionist and I had to keep a food diary. And they said, write down breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack every day. And when you do that, God, you become really cognizant of everything you put in your mouth. And I'll tell you something, when you eat that many times in a day, and I mean, snack can be an ounce of cheese. It doesn't have to be a whole bag of hot Fritos or something. But when you're constantly eating like that, you're never hungry. You're just never that hungry. So that worked really well for me. But I don't think eating twice a day is a great sustainable way for someone who's a quarter ton or a half ton, quarter ton to lose weight.
So like an example, if I wanted seafood boil, I said, you know what? I'm going to get seafood boil. I'm going to allow myself to have this meal.
It's a meal for 4 fucking people. There's no way anybody's making a seafood boil to deliver for a single person. Those things are huge. Those are 3 to 4 people servings, Amber. Jesus Christ.
To enjoy it. But that's all I'm going to eat for the day.
It's 4
and
servings.
I physically and mentally feel good doing it.
1 seafood boil is more food than you should eat for the whole day. What the hell is wrong with your stupid ass logic?
I did go grocery shopping yesterday though, because I know that I can't be eating takeout every single day, even if it is just one meal. So my goal for this week is I'm going to cook daily. Even if it's just one meal. I just really love to be the queen of moderation. What can I say? So it's like, if I want to order takeout, I want to allow myself to do those things, especially right now, because if I just cold turkey said, no more takeout, no more of the foods that you enjoy, then I'm going to fail.
You know what? I'm sorry. Takeout food is not like heroin or cigarettes or name an addiction. It's not. You can stop takeout and eat at home, Amber. Go buy yourself, you know what? Don't order takeout, but buy yourself some chicken nuggets that are breaded and put them in the freezer and put them in the damn air fryer. You're still eating the foods you love. Don't play this bullshit. Takeout food is not an actual addiction. It's still food that you can eat at home.
When I just eat once or twice a day, it is freaking crazy. It makes the most sense. I know, like, obviously, because I'm eating less. Because if you guys remember, I think it was back in September where I lost like 30 pounds in a month. And it's because I was doing that. I was eating only once or twice a day.
So the same month that you first met this girl, maybe you were really happy. And whenever you meet somebody and you're really happy, that's when you lose weight, right? I mean, it wears off. As soon as you know you got them hooked, it wears off. But so you already told us you just met her in September. So September, you showed significant weight loss. And then you found out that she has a girlfriend and you were stuck in your situation, but now she's single and now you're losing weight again. Wow.
And I felt so
Funny
good.
coincidence.
But then my mental health got really, really bad and I started eating more again. And then I gained the weight back. And then I haven't been able to get back to that. And then here I am back to that again. And I don't want it to stop now
Coincidence.
because I feel so freaking good. But that goes back to what I was saying. Like if I did a what I ate today and I only ate one meal, what type of video is that? I mean, I could have turned it into like a eat with me situation, but I was afraid of what you guys would think of that. And I already know the comments. If I would have said, hey guys, this is the only thing I'm eating today, I'm gonna film Eat With Me, I already know what everyone would have said.
She's
They
not
would have been
wrong.
like, oh my god, this is a mukbang, your mukbang era is back. Oh my god, she has no money. Oh my god, look at her eat on camera. Oh my god, she's so off track. Oh my god, she's lying. I just didn't want to put myself through that. But now that I've explained myself,
And she's not untrue there. If she did an Eat With Me, people would lose their minds. Doing one meal a day is... Yeah, but Amber, see, the problem is you don't want to put any effort into your content. And if you ate one interesting meal a day, you could actually make a whole video out of that. The buying of the, like I said earlier, the buying of the ingredients, using something unique, maybe researching the new unique item and teaching us about it, finding out how to cook it, putting the dish together. You could make a whole video out of a one meal, what I ate today. But you eat boring food. And everything you eat, we've seen you eat 100,000 times. So how about just stop eating on camera?
a little bit more. If you guys do see an Eat With Me in the future that is also like, hey, this is what I ate today, that is the reason why. So I don't know, folks. I feel good. I hope you guys are feeling good. I am
She's full of herself.
Almost in the 400s, and I am so excited to just finally say goodbye to the 500s.
You haven't done it yet, Amber.
So next week, you guys, you might be seeing this here dainty girly pop. Hopefully,
look at the way she's shaking her head.
Instead of a 5.
Dainty, like she means it this time. Like now you might be seeing the dainty. Look at that. It's so funny. It's like she actually, like she was joking before, but now that she's $4.99, she actually is dainty. Watch this. It's so funny.
400s, and I am so excited to just finally say goodbye to the 500s. So next week, you guys,
watch.
You might be seeing this here dainty girly pop. Hopefully with a 4 instead of a 5 in front of her number, because I'm
400 is still super morbidly obese. Amber, I don't understand how when I was like 40 pounds overweight, my doctors were concerned about my friggin' health. I heard it every time I went to the damn doctor. I don't get it.
Over it. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye. Well, there you have it. I'm going to start... I think I'm going to stop calling her the dainty leader because she started using dainty again too much. I don't like it when she wants to be in on our jokes. Amber, you're not wearing pink. You can't sit with us. Anyway, there you go. Congratulations to Amber on her magnificent weight loss. Let's hope she keeps it up every week for the next year. What do you think the odds of that are? So we have a new story arc incoming. We've got a new girl who's denying she's the girl, but we're pretty sure she's the girl, and Amber's in love and the weight is falling off her. Oh my God, things are getting so happy over there in Oklahoma. This is just a great turn for the best, isn't it? Well, we'll wait and see. Thank you all for joining me at this look at AMBERLYNN's latest weigh-in reaction. I don't know what, I got nothing else to say about that. Even Rio has nothing to say about that. Listen, it's snowing out there, so if it's snowing where you are, stay bundled up. And until we meet again, please be kind. And hasta luego.